Hi everyone here. Marcus here with the latest Prime Barrel Old Forester pick. It comes from Warehouse L, floor 4, and it's coming in at 132.4 proof. Now, I sipped this over the past couple of days because there's some complexity to this that I really need to sit down and really capture the notes. So I'm gonna do a little bit of reading of some of the things that I captured here. On the nose, actually one of the first things that comes up for me on this is one of the most fruit forward Old Foresters that I've had ever. Super raspberry jammy. I get a lot of fruit on the nose. You have the oak there that you expect from like Brown Foreman, kind of that some of that darker, more toasted, heavier char notes. And you have the vanilla, but there's really the thing that's most unique is like a fruit wine-like character, the raspberry jam nature of it. You get the dark syrup, you get the brown sugar, but the distinctiveness comes to me from this on the raspberry. On the palate, maintains that fruit forward nature on the palate. That red berry jam, still there. In the mid palate, I start getting some of like a fruit punch kind of effect, almost like a Hawaiian punch kind of element. This one is not a bruiser. I know I'm always a little cautious on these because sometimes they can come in super hot, super bruising. This one is not that. This is not a bruiser. This is not a hot one. Even with the proof as high as it is, it sits really balanced. You feel it's got some body to it. It's got some weight. I would even go in as far as say it's a little punchy, but it never ever veers into the territory of being hot or bruising. For this one transforms flavor over a really extended period of time. For the first 5 to 10 seconds, I'm really getting it throws a whole lot at you. You get that fruit at pop at the front, that raspberry, that red jam, and then it goes to like more, a little bit more of the classic bourbon oak profile. I get some toasted, dark toasted almonds, maybe even a touch of sesame coming through on this. A lot of caramel is there as well, and then it moves right back into the fruit again. Like 15 seconds later, you're like, oh man, I'm back in the fruit line. And then in the finish, it does a little turn. It gives you a little bit of a mint. Actually, there's a freshness that comes out, like a little bit of like spearmint that comes through, maybe even a hint of bubble gum that I get it towards the finish. I would call this actually slightly on the sweeter side as well. That sweetness also helps to balance out that proof, and I think it actually keeps it from being like as bruising as it could have been if it were a bit drier. I would give this a medium long finish overall, and really this is one of my favorite Old Forester barrel proof picks I've ever had. I'm not partial to these selections because they can feel a little bit like going to the gym or working out. Like it can be a battle with these. This is not that situation. This has more complexity out of any Old Faux pick that I've ever had the joy of tasting. So cheers, y'all. You should pick this one up. It's one that I probably will be drinking more of than I have of any other Old Forester that I've tasted so far. So outside of the 100 proof picks, which I absolutely love, absolutely adore these, this is right up there.